In the wake of AT&T's recently proposed purchase of Time Warner, the debate about mega media mergers, along with the implications for everything from the market to privacy to democracy itself, has flared up loudly once again. The regular warnings of mega media deals often begin with the question, who really benefits? Craig Aaron, president and CEO of Free Press, is vocally against AT&T's proposition. In an interview with Democracy Now!, he spells it out, saying, "If you're not a Time Warner shareholder, if you're not a senior executive, if you're not a Wall Street banker, there is very little in this deal for you, except higher prices and a new gatekeeper over what you watch, see, hear, and read every day." The very executives in question have defended this deal with the word innovation, that the acquisition of Time Warner will assist the company in finding breakthroughs in connectivity and accessibility. Innovation, at first, always rings nicely on the ears. In our dynamically evolving media landscape, the modern user takes to innovation without much hesitation. Just think again about Google, which dominates its business landscape, but always with sound evidence in providing the world with digital innovation. Google may dominate the market, but has always presented the very market with very measurable advances across digital media. As to what sort of innovation AT&T would better be able to provide as a result of this merger remains murky at this point, and thus, for now, sounds more like an easy answer to give to the public in the face of opposition, rather than a genuine consideration of its users. Opponents to mega media consolidation also discuss the tangential impact upon privacy of users. Brought into question is Project Hemisphere, the initiative that involves collecting information from telephone calls into a database that is sold to law enforcement officials. Recently, AT&T has pushed for legislation that would help secure the secrecy of Project Hemisphere. Adam Schwartz of Electronic Frontier Foundation outlines the incentive behind a program like this, saying, "Perhaps it's because AT&T is literally making millions of dollars a year from government agencies in exchange for providing this unique database of telephone records to the police for their scrutiny. In other words, there is money to be made in collecting information given across your service and handing it over to those who might have a use for it." One argument less worrisome about media merging echoes a much larger, more generalized view that many actually have of the American people as a whole. The ideal of a strong democracy evades our society due to a largely ignorant American population, one that either refuses or lacks the ability to keep itself informed and well understood on key issues. National conversation, from the political to the academic, suffers on a widespread scale. This forms the basis of the point of view you often hear from people that political leadership belongs in the hands of the fewer capable rather than in that of the larger, less capable. In this debate concerning our media landscape, the same perspective might be applied to a market that is more tightly controlled by an elite rather than one that is freer to be shaped by a larger number of lesser controlled media outlets. The invitation of more voices in news media is the invitation of more sources of biased, even incorrect information, sometimes unintentional, sometimes not. But concentrate the dissemination of information into fewer sources, and you can control the noise. Perhaps this is the innovation that AT&T refers to? For Digital Citizen News, I'm Miles Hurley.